Happy New Year to all of Cowboy Fan Nation. This is Classic Dallas Cowboys Talk with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ is Lord. And let's get into it. And the season is over. The season is over. Today is Black Monday in the NFL for coaches, coordinators. I saw that the Browns fired Ken Dorsey on Friday. And then I woke up Sunday afternoon and saw that the Patriots had immediately fired Gerard Mayo. And let's just face it, this ain't got nothing to do with his race. Gerard Mayo was not a good head coach. And I don't think he was nowhere near ready to be a head coach. Okay. He just wasn't ready, and he just wasn't that good of a coach. That's my hot take on it. As far as the Cowboys go, will Mike McCarthy be fired today on Black Monday? Who knows? I said all along there's a chance that he is back. I think he will return. I could be wrong. If he is not retained as head coach, I will come on here and say I was wrong. But you just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know. I think he's going to return, but you really don't know. You really don't know. I see a lot of people are blaming Jerry Jones's poor roster management, which was probably a factor. Okay. But I think if we had been able to stay healthy the whole season, but I think if we were able to have all our starters healthy during the season, I think we would have got into the playoffs as a wild card. I believe that. I think we would have gotten into the playoffs as a wild card. It's just that offensive line injuries, quarterback injuries, secondary injuries, defensive line injuries. So I don't know if this year was a write-off because of injuries. I don't know if this year was a one-off because of all the injuries or poor roster management. I think it's a combination of both. Okay. But like I said, we'll see if Mike McCarthy is retained. I think he comes back for at least another year. But we'll see. And since the season's over, hopefully all y'all miserable Cowboy fans who want to see the team lose, hopefully y'all can shut the F up now. Okay? Because y'all could not shut up even when we were winning games. So anyway. So at the game, I saw where the Cowboys honored the legendary Bill Bates, okay? Bill Bates is suffering post-playing issues. Now, it may be issues of getting older or playing the game. Maybe it's a combination of both. But they honored him at halftime, and I talked about him in the first playoff game that the Dallas Cowboys won, the 17-13 victory over the Bears in 91, where he made the game-winning interception. There was the game against Philadelphia in 1993, where he intercepted Bubby Brister in Texas Stadium. They were playing the Eagles in Texas Stadium, and he made the game-winning interception against Bubby Brister. And then he saw that his wife was nearby, and he gave the game ball to his wife. So he gave the game ball to his wife. He was an undrafted free agent out of the University of Tennessee, 1983. So he was in the same draft. So he was in the same class. Well, he didn't get drafted. He was an undrafted free agent, but that was the same year that Jeff Coat came in, 2-A, and Bates came in. And made the Pro Bowl in 1984 as a special teamer. He did. That was his only Pro Bowl appearance of his career, 1984, Bill Bates. And he was there when they were 3-13, 1-15. As Kenny Gant said about Bill Bates, Kenny Gant once said nobody cared about his body less. That was from a shark, Kenny Gant, who once said, as a man, Bill Bates could really care less about his body. That's what Kenny Gant had to say. And so he came in on the back end of the Tom Landry era. He came in on the back end of the Tom Landry era. And he was there as the Cowboys were rising again and becoming 3-time champions in 4 years. And so he was there when they were 3-13, 1-15. Ironically, he had triplets the week before his first training camp with Jimmy Johnson. Okay, so he talked about that. He said they came a week before our first training camp with Jimmy Johnson, which is worse than you think. Going to training camp with Jimmy Johnson or staying at home with the triplets. He said, I think that's pretty much a toss-up because at least at training camp I got some sleep. So yeah, so he was there during the low points of the team. Obviously a very special moment for his family. Then the Cowboys were beginning to arise. And he was primarily a special teams player. He did play in the secondary a little bit. He also played linebacker too. If y'all didn't know that, yeah, he also played some linebacker too when he was with the Cowboys. So, but he was a primarily special teams player along with Kenny Gant, Godfrey Miles. Barry Woodson began his career as on the Cowboys special teams player. James Washington, believe it or not, he was the starting safety, but he said he also wanted to be a starter on special teams. Okay, so, but yeah, and it was during the 1992 season they were playing the Seattle Seahawks at home. The Cowboys were. They were playing the Seattle Seahawks. They blew the Seahawks out 27-0. Blew them out 27-0. And so while a special teams play was happening, Bill Bates tore his knee up and missed the rest of the 1992 season. So he didn't get to play in the Super Bowl, okay? But he felt like he was ready to play, so he just had to watch from the sidelines. Then he comes back for 1993, and he does play a full season. And if you remember, NFL Films has that great shot of Bill Bates saying, "Yeah, I'm about to pass out right now. Yeah, I'm that hired up." He was playing in his very first Super Bowl, okay? And I believe it was Jimmy Johnson during pregame said, guys, you're not just playing for yourselves. You're playing. I think he said you're playing for each other or something like that. He said. Then he went around the room, and then he said, Bernie Kosar, do you have a championship ring? No, coach. Do you want one? Yes, coach. See, you're playing for Bernie Kosar. Eddie Murray, do you have a championship ring? No, coach. Do you want a championship ring? Yes, coach. See, you're playing for Eddie Murray too. So, and I remember Emmitt Smith pregame. Just encouraging Bill Bates, saying, "Hey, Bill, we're going to win this one for you," because again, he got injured midway through '92 and didn't get to play in the Cowboys' first Super Bowl of the '90s. So they were playing for Bill Bates, Bernie Kosar, Eddie Murray. Believe it or not, Jason Garrett was the third string quarterback on that team. Yes, he was. And so had a great career. Great man off the field. And I think it was way overdue that the Cowboys honor him as a legend. That was way overdue. So I'm very, very, very happy to see that he was honored by the Cowboys. I believe Michael Irvin was there. Chad Hennings was there. Steve Berline was there. Everson Walls was there. That was just special. That was just special to see Bill Bates honored like that. Like I said, it was long overdue. Long overdue that he was honored. That's one of, I think he's the greatest special teams player we've had in the Dallas Cowboys history. In the history of Dallas Cowboys special teams, I believe he's the greatest special teams player we've ever had. Okay. I would throw Kenny Gant in there too. He spent a few years with us, but he was an excellent special teams player here too. Kenny Gant. Yeah. I think he's the greatest special teams player the Cowboys have ever had. And he retired in 1997. He was actually a coach with the Cowboys when Dave Campbell was here. Yeah, he was a coach with the Cowboys when Dave Campbell was here. And then Bill Parcells came in, and then you all know what happened with that. So, Bill Bates, great man, great player, Cowboys legend. A salute to Bill Bates. All right, that's it. And that's all for Classic Dallas Cowboys Talk. Again, now that our season is over, maybe some of you miserable Cowboy fans can shut the F up and just be quiet for about the next several months, okay? All right. I'm out of here. Happy New Year, y'all. God bless you. Peace.